Hello everyone, this is Goofy Gamer aka Mr. Money, and I'm doing a Theros, Born of the Gods Theros 4322 singular elimination thingy rounder. And if you guys are interested in cool prints or anything that are good for clothes or accessories, check out letsrage.com. And then there's a coupon code CATS, all capitals, get you 10% off. And could really spice up your wardrobe. Got a couple crazy dogs that are just farting out of their asses like crazy. Okay, so we have Spirit of the Labyrinth, which could be good in a white deck, but I don't imagine that we'll be getting much else in white. Kragma Butcher is good as well. May not be trying to go into red as much, but Spirit of the Labyrinth is probably better than any other card besides Weight of the Underworld, just because it's removal. Unravel the Aether might be a good pick, but not necessarily right at the moment. So I am going to take Spirit of the Labyrinth. It is a rare draft, but I feel like it's better than any other card in the pack besides the Kragma Butcher. Afara's Enlightenment could be a good second pick, but this is pretty much the Hold Bay, Impetuous Sunchaser, Kragma Butcher. It's all the same cards from my last pack in the commons, and then we got some uncommons in the Flitterstep, Grave Robber Spider, Culling Mark. Nothing else is really jumping out at me other than the Afara's Enlightenment. Kragma Butcher maybe. But the Afara's Enlightenment has a higher upside if I do go into blue. Acolyte's Reward. But no other good white in this pack. There's a Nyxborn Wolf. And that's about it. Fairies Band Raiders are good if you can get there with a lot of ramp. Acolyte's Reward actually has a good upside as well. I think I might even pick that up and try and cut white off from the other direction, because there's a Revoke Existence. But I could see taking a Nyxborn Wolf or Reckless, well, not a Reckless Reveler, but a Fairies Band Raider before a Revoke Existence. So I'll take the Acolyte's Reward. So there's an Asphyxiate, an Odunis River Trawler, a Fairies Band Tromper, Swordwise Centaur, Stratus Walk. I think Stratus Walk is a good card. Asphyxiate is good as well, and so is the River Trawler. If I go that route, I could get back Spirit of the Labyrinth. And Stratus Walk doesn't really work with my Spirit of the Labyrinth because of the cantrip effect. At the same time, well, Fairies Band Tromper is a little bit better than any other card in that pack. And then we get another Asphyxiate. Could take a Loyal Pegasus as well, or an Elite Skirmisher. Kind of force white a little bit more. And there's no other green cards, and then there's a Fled Tide Serpent. So I might go with the Elite Skirmisher, although I could go Loyal Pegasus. I think a little bit more power level. It's just like a dumb version of the Spirit of the Labyrinth if you don't look at the abilities. But yeah, the Loyal Pegasus just might come back around. So I'll take the Elite Skirmisher there. And then another Nyxborn Wolf. And then there's a Siren Song Lyre. A little bit of red coming around with the Thunder Brute. And I don't want to pick up a Hold It Bay right at the moment. Probably the best card is definitely, well, probably the Nyxborn Wolf. Otherwise, there's Thunderbrute. Siren Song Lyre. I don't think this is going to be a deck where that's going to be an important card for me. So I'm thinking the Oathsworn would be good for this deck. More so than another Fairies Band Tromper. And the Perplexing Chimera is not a direction I want to go in. So there's Swordwise Centaur. And I think Swordwise Centaur is better than a Fairies Band Tromper. A second one, anyway. And then we can get Unravel the Aether here. Or go for the Starbreaker. I think I saw another Starbreaker, and it's probably going to be in the next pack. But the Unravel the Aether, yes. So yeah, another Starbreaker. And then, what do we not want to go up against? Grizzly Transformation. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. Karametra's Favor. Progeneration. I think the Favor, just because it'll be a heroic enabler. Heck, we might even run a Charging Badger if we're crazy. Alright, let's get like a Fleece Mane Lion. Something good. So far, we're not really locked into white. White kind of dried up. But we might be getting past good white in the next pack. Which could be good, because it was cut off pretty hard to the other direction. Unless they wanted those, like, Plea for Guidance and Dawn Till Dusk. So there's Time to Feed, and that's it. Shredding Winds for the sideboard. I'm passing an Underworld Cerberus, a Grey Merchant, Prescient Chimera, and some good red as well. Now if I was going to abandon white, I would just stick with green from now on, with Time to Feed. And nothing else is really telling me to go into another color, or another color set, if you think about the Underworld Cerberus. So, I'm highlighting Time to Feed. I just don't think there's very much else. There's a lot of red in this pack. Like every other card is a red card. But, yeah, we're gonna go with Time to Feed here. So there's Divine Verdict and Nylea's Emissary. I could see using the Nylea's Emissary more often. Anger of the Gods is not really a direction I want to go in. A Prescient Chimera may not be the direction I want to go in either. Now I'm thinking either splashing white or splashing blue would be good to use the Aphara's Enlightenment. And Nylea's Emissary is just a good card to keep me open. So here's a good deciding point. I can either take the Griptide and plan to splash white, or I can take Helioid's Emissary and plan to splash the blue for Griptide and or Aphara's Enlightenment, or not, and pass up the Griptide. The higher upside would be green-blue, because Griptide could get rid of some pesky things. But I feel like I'm a little bit more aggressive, and Helioid's Emissary would fit in nice, and would work better with my first couple of picks as well. I may not be playing the Acolyte's Reward. So Centaur Battlemaster jumps out at me. Ray of Dissolution, not really, because I do have Unravel in the Aether. It's Centaur Battlemaster, and I have a couple of things that can target him. Time to Feed, Aphara's Enlightenment, Karametra's Favor. I can even target him with Acolyte's Reward. So Centaur Battlemaster might be a thing. We'll go ahead and pick it up. And then this came along and gave me a Vulpine Goliath. I might even be interested in a Cestian Griffin. 3/2 power. I think I'll pick up the Cestian Griffin here. I mean, I might actually be able to wheel it. Yeah, I'll try and wheel that there bird. Now, Fade into Antiquity, Staunch-Hearted Warrior. I could take the Staunch-Hearted Warrior for the same reason that I took the Centaur Battlemaster. And Fade into Antiquity with the Exile, which would take care of gods. That could be a thing as well. Let's do another count. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Highlight that for now. 5, 6, 7. 7 things I can target. So I guess that's better than nothing. Now the white's drying up and the green's definitely drying up. Might just take the Traveling Philosopher. Quit that. Quit it. Just because it's 2-drop. Got crazy dogs fighting in here. Leaf Crown Dryad, sweet. That means green is probably as open as anything else. If it's come all the way around the board and we just haven't seen that much green. Glare of Heresy would be good for the sideboard, so would Ray of Dissolution. And Shredding Winds for the sideboard. And now we're gonna get nothing for the rest of the business. I'm gonna hate this Returned Phalanx. Cestian Griffin. Trying to wheel. I'm gonna take this Unknown Shores, just in case I wanna, and just in case I have to use it for fixing. And we will take this Flamecast Wheel as to be not used against us. Commune with the Gods, and an Island. Now let's see what we got. Voyaging Satyr, which would be good in this deck. And I think that's like a Windmill Slam right there. We have no real finishers other than like Centaur Battlemaster, and then just trying to get there with the Fairies Band Tromper. If we can get that on turn 3, we'll be in pretty good shape. But I have no real like super amazing cards. So yeah, Voyaging Satyr is what we're getting here. Now, the green cards are good. Hopeful Eidolon is even better. I have a couple of turn 3 creatures, and Hopeful Eidolon is a targeter as well. Feral Invocation for the same reason, but I think Hopeful Eidolon is beyond better, so we'll take it. And then we get a Sedge Scorpion. Cavalry Pegasus picks up the Oathsworn, Traveling Philosopher, and that's it. Like an Affairs Warden. And we're not that heavy into white, but as I said, it can still be used as a target. And for the 3 big heroic guys that just keep getting bigger. It is a foil Cavalry Pegasus, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna try and get another Cavalry Pegasus. I already passed one Sedge Scorpion, I don't want to pass another. So we got Divine Verdict, which I'm thinking about taking here because we have plenty of creatures. And then there's also Leonin Snarecaster, and Lagona Band Elder, and Feral Invocation as well. I'm more inclined to take the Divine Verdict though. So we can get another Staunch-Hearted Warrior. Pick up a Coastline Chimera for the splash. I don't think I need another Staunch-Hearted Warrior. The second one's going to be depressing to see. And there's no white cards at all. The Pharika's Cure is probably going to be the most annoying against me. And I have no real cards that I really want to get, so I'm just gonna hate it. Don't hate on me for hating it. Another Time to Feed or another Leaf Crown Dryad. Ooh. I have Time to Feed, Unravel the Aether, and Divine Verdict. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 activators. I might want one more. Is the Time to Feed better? Yes. So we could do Horizon Scholar as a finisher. I might like that more than Nylea's Disciple. And since we're going to be splashing blue as it is, yeah, I kind of like that. I'm going to go with the Horizon Scholar. And Traveler's Amulet, so we may only need to run 1 island. No, I don't like any of these cards. Benthic Giant for like the sideboard. Benthic Giant for the sideboard. Feral on Vacation. Alright. I don't want people using Benthic Giant against me. I've lost to such things. I don't think we'll need a Bronze Sable, but I don't want anybody else having a Bronze Sable. We can use that in the sideboard as well. Alright. So I don't think I want to play Affairs Warden. And Traveling Philosopher doesn't do enough for me in this one. Very heavy green. I don't think I need to run Acolyte's Reward either. Because as it stands, I don't need to run Starbreaker either. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 activators, and then Acolyte's Reward would be 10. I mean, who do I have for Heroic Elite Skirmisher? Cestian Oathsworn, Centaur Battlemaster. I mean, all these cards are very, very important to have these sorts of things going for them. Yeah. So 17 lands would be appropriate. I'm going to take out the Divine Verdict unless I see somebody who has a really, really strong offensive and I need a way to deal with it, but the 2-time defeat for Heroic Activators are a little bit better than Divine Verdict in this scenario. And I'm thinking that maybe the Cestian Griffin could come out as well. Either that or the Elite Skirmisher. I mean, I could even just take out the Horizon Scholar Splash. We'll take out the Cestian Griffin. Keep our high drops really low but powerful. We'll have because I want to be able to cast my white spells whenever I need to. But I only want to run one island. Five, 6, 17. And then I'll have a Traveler's Amulet, a Karametra's Favor for mana fixing. It's probably not perfect, but I can live without casting the blue cards. Whereas I can't do everything that I ever wanted with all the white cards. But anyway, I think this is the deck, and we're gonna go ahead and ship the video off. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be able to see you again for round 1.